Hey, travelers! Ich bin Landon, dein bin Troy.
Ich heiße Trail Bear.
That was my really bad German. Duolingo hasn't quite gotten me up to speed yet. But anyway, Oktoberfest beers tonight. That's what we're doing. And we've got a lot of them, and they just all happen to be from Wisconsin.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like Wisconsin's a good representation of the German culture here in the United States. Decent amount of the German folk.
Yeah.
German traditions, I should say.
I still feel like actual Germans could probably drink most of the Wisconsin nights under the table, though.
You'd be surprised. They've gotten all
so?
all healthy and shit in recent years.
Yeah.
We have not.
No. I think Wisconsin might have gone the other way. Anyway, we're gonna
It's not our
work.
fault. Cheese is so damn good.
I know. We're gonna work from left to right on your screen, right to left where we are sitting, and we've got 5 of them, so we're gonna have to dive right into these guys. This first one is from Milwaukee Brewing, or MKE Brewing.
MKE,
obviously out of Milwaukee.
It's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Quick history. Do you know the history of Oktoberfest?
No, I mean I do, but why don't you give us the quick history of it? Because
Long time ago, in a galaxy far away, a king,
Oktoberfest.
some royal feller in the Bavarian area got married,
Yeah.
and they decided to have a big party where they invited everyone. Just happened to be roughly this time of year. It's not actually this time of year, but they kind of moved it around.
Right.
And recently, it's just kind of fall towards the end of September, early part of October, and so it's kind of more or less just a longest anniversary party ever. Just every year.
And for those of us in the U.S., it's more of a kind of a celebration of the harvest. I mean, the corn is still in, but not in Texas. It's almost a little cloudy, this one.
Yeah. MK is a brewery that I don't drink a ton of, so it's kind of an exciting beer to have.
Normally Oktoberfest are a little bit sweeter. This doesn't really get sweet until the end.
Yeah. Kind of just a whatever beginning, but it
Caramely,
ends.
a little bit of caramel,
Little sweetness, meant for you to drink an obnoxious amount of it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good Oktoberfest beers are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a palatable Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Slightly sweet. Little rough in the middle, but
Not like overly malty. Not really overly malty. But
yeah.
this next one I've had quite a bit of already this year. Because I go to Lazy Monk quite a bit, and because Oktoberfest, the beer anyway, comes out earlier and earlier every year. So, and it's not just Lazy Monk that's doing it; it's everybody.
I'd say this one's a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a clear Oktoberfest. Holy shiza.
I mean, the color's about the same, but yes, you can see right through that.
Yeah. I feel like that's because you have to always keep in mind that Oktoberfest in Europe, or in Germany to be more precise, tend to be way later bodied and a little less sweet than the United States. Like any beer style, we've taken it and beefed it up a little bit.
Americanized it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave it the American treatment.
Yep.
And that being said, our Oktoberfest can be bigger and sweeter and a little darker. So this is almost a clarity-wise. It's almost an ode to old school Oktoberfest.
Sure. And that's probably what you're going to see at Lazy Monk for most of the beers anyways, because...
a lot softer.
Yeah. The Lazy Monk likes to brew traditional style beers.
Very uniform sweetness with just kind of a little bit of bitter bite right at the finish. Kind of help balancing out the beer a little bit.
You don't get the same harshness that you did in the middle, like the MKE one.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth all the way. Smooth as silk, you could say.
Yes. I rather like this one this year. I've drank quite a bit of it. So you could say that I'm maybe a bit biased, but you know what? So what? I am.
Yeah, well,
Guilty.
these are all Wisconsin breweries, so these are all widely accessible. So if you're drinking it, it's probably because it's good. It's not like we can't not get any of these.
True. I would agree.
Time to move on to our friends at Pearl Street.
Yes, our friends at Pearl Street.
Both Lazy Monk and Pearl Street season 1 episodes.
Yeah.
Episode 1 and 6.
Way to remember that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Facts. I got them sometimes.
You're really on point tonight. Oh.
Another clear Oktoberfest, just a smidgen hazier than the Monk.
And
But-
this one is called lederhosen lager, by the way.
Lederhosen.
Yeah, lederhosen.
Yeah.
Which means leather pants. So maybe it tastes like leather pants.
Ooh, that'd be a real twist.
Yeah, right?
No one would see that shit coming. Like we told
I
you
don't-
right on the bottle.
Doesn't smell like leather. Maybe it tastes like leather.
I'd say this. We've kind of progressed down. The MK was a little bit stronger, harsher. Monk was silky smooth, a little bit of bitterness.
This one's
This one-
not as heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's way lighter. I get no little bite to it at all.
Smooth. I mean, very smooth. You could certainly drink quite a few of those.
Just a touch of sweetness to kind of make you want more. You know, because if you're drinking 3 liters a night, 4 liters at Oktoberfest, you kind of want a little bit of flavor in there. But
Sure.
I'd say this is like a very good fest beer. You know, it'd be one you don't have to fuss over. You can just throw back a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said for that too. Not always fussing over every beer.
Well, and
We
you
fuss
know,
over beers quite a bit, but you know,
yeah, I would agree. We do. Maybe that works in very well because La Crosse is known for their big Oktoberfest celebration.
probably the
A
biggest.
lot
in
of
the
beers
state.
thrown back down there. Yeah.
Or does Milwaukee have a bigger one?
It probably rivals. I know they have a German fest on the fairgrounds.
I've been to the
I don't
German
know
fest.
that they. Me too. I don't know that they have an Oktoberfest per se though.
Their German fest allowed me to be a crappy American on a beach in Jamaica, and this is how. They give you big plastic liter mugs when you get there, and they fill them with beer. I took that to Jamaica with me, and then I went up to the bar, and I'm like, fill her up.
And they did.
Because I was a stereotypical American at a resort in
Oh,
Jamaica.
oh.
Yeah. Sure,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, yeah, 12 ounces is not enough for you, fat ass.
Is that what they said?
Their eyes.
Oh, their
I
eyes.
saw it in their eyes.
Well, I bet they were still smiling while they were thinking it.
Yeah, well, very polite people.
Yeah, as long as they were smiling, that's all that matters. It's when they start to frown that's when you have to worry.
Next is
Staghorn.
New
From
Glarus. New Glarus? I've never heard of this brewery. Can you tell me more?
New Glarus.
Not
Yeah.
bad. New Glarus is probably the most dominant craft brewery in the state of Wisconsin. So, once again, very clear Oktoberfest. So far, the MK has been pretty hazy
Yeah.
in comparison to the 3 after. So this is on par with Lazy Monk.
Oh yeah, very clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
Not much on the nose. I don't get much Oktoberfest on any of these noses. I haven't been bringing it up because I got nothing.
It really, I mean, anytime that I've ever smelled an Oktoberfest beer, I don't really smell much anyway, for most of them, unless it's their first time.
Now this one's a kind of interesting. It almost has the same kind of texture that the Pearl Street did, but at the end it has just a little odd sweetness to it that I can't quite put my finger on.
It's not that smooth caramely.
Yeah, the endings are getting more and more weirdly intense every sip.
But it's not bitey.
No,
you know,
no.
You're not.
I'd say the one
you
with the most bite on the finish so far has been the Monk.
If anything, you get bite more at the beginning of this than you do anything.
Yeah,
But yeah, maybe it's just a subtle caramel.
yeah.
It's not like the other ones though.
I feel like I remember this being a way heavier Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Is that just my memory being crappy?
Well, no, it might just be this year because the Lazy Monk Oktoberfest tastes different to me this year than it did last year.
Bizarre.
Or it's maybe that we're getting older and our palates are dulling out.
Or we're just getting better at things.
Well, that could. Well,
It's like
you
a
know what?
skill. What was
if
it?
you want to be positive about it, sure.
There's that. What is it? Takes 10,000 hours to accomplish a skill, and I've easily drank for 10,000 hours. So I'd like to think I'm getting more skilled at it.
Well, it could be.
I'm pretty sure that's science.
I don't know science, so I'll
if
go with it.
LeBron James was here, he'd probably agree with me.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like I know a basketball player said that quote, and he's the only basketball player I know.
My gosh, mark it down, folks. Troy just talks sports.
I know one basketball player.
This will be it for all of it.
Sports with Troy.
Football, basketball, baseball.
I know
this
at
is
least.
it.
I know 3 football players, so
Yeah,
I can at least have.
not necessarily current even, huh? We won't go down that road.
Does Clay Matthews still play?
Yeah.
Or Golden then?
Yeah, football. Yeah, way to go. Speaking of that,
Oh.
Hinterland out of Green Bay also makes an Oktoberfest, and it's got a big deer on it.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't know.
fall, I guess.
Fall, sure.
Go kill them in the fall.
Deer season? I don't know. Usually by the time deer season happens around here, at least rifle season, I will say that.
Oktoberfest
is pretty much off the shelf.
From a salesperson perspective, as a guy who's been selling Oktoberfest for about 4 years now for different various breweries, it sells fantastic. You always get in this place when you're selling Oktoberfest, people are buying it. No matter what, when you put down, people buy it, and you're just like, oh my God, bonus time. And then November 1st hits, then that's
done.
You might as well just burn it. No one will drink Oktoberfest in November.
Sell it. You can just sell it as cooking beer. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When I poured this out, I thought it was a Pilsner.
Yeah, that is.
Because it's a very yellowy hue to it.
Yeah, I would have guessed like a Helles or something before I saw this. Clear once again.
Very clear. Yeah. Not many bubbles.
Nope. Nothing on the nose.
It almost has like a Pilsner smell to it.
Wow, that is an odd beer.
You don't really get the caramely notes that you get out of the malty caramely notes that you get out of an Oktoberfest.
Hinterland's a good brewery, so I don't want to sound like a douche here, but it's kind of hollow. There's a little bit.
This is just our opinion.
Yeah,
don't take it for gospel. You can certainly go out and try all of these beers and
make
give
your
us
own. There's enough Oktoberfest out there. You can find one that hyper specifically fits your palate.
Right.
And this one, I would say, is not my hyper specific Oktoberfest palate hitter.
No. Is it a bad beer? By no means is it a bad beer. It's just not what I'm looking for on Oktoberfest.
That's bizarre. I'd say that's a fest beer. Meant to drink a lot of it. Once again, I mean, that's kind of the hard part with Oktoberfest is you have to make a sessionable beer.
Right.
With very subtle flavor.
Right.
Because, there's a reason why Oktoberfest is probably one of the most universally beloved styles because it kind of crosses both beer nerds and regular beer drinkers who typically don't venture that far into craft. I think everyone could probably find Oktoberfest to be that beer which
brings everybody together.
Brings everyone together.
Well, isn't that nice? Yeah. I think
until
that's what
November
Oktoberfest celebrates. Yeah, until November 1st. Then everybody just goes their own way again.
Yeah. It's like
Wait until next Oktoberfest.
We should start calling Oktoberfest the Unity.
Yeah.
It's the one point when everyone comes together.
Can actually talk to people. I even talked to a politician this last Oktoberfest celebration down at the
You didn't fight him?
No.
Huh? I guess I
Believe
lost that bet.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Tough luck. Hope you didn't bet a lot.
No, I owe Alex $40 now.
Yeah. So those are our beers, folks.
I'm going to actually pour a little bit more of this MK just out of curiosity.
You should. Pour it in your big mug.
Your big mug.
So we've got another Oktoberfest celebration this Saturday. Down at the Lazy Monk. And so you can come and see Beth and I down there. We will be the king and queen again.
The queen and king of Oktoberfest. How does that feel? Let's talk about that for a minute.
It's pretty good. It's quite an honor, actually.
The Bavarian king/queen.
Yeah. Look at that random hand just pulling.
That might be the queen after a beer.
I think that is the queen after some beer.
I would say best looking king/queen the Lazy Monk has had as an Oktoberfest for a long time.
It helps that the queen looks really, really, really good. And then so the king can look his homely self and just look better.
See, I would say that most people get worn by their lederhosen, but you wear those lederhosen.
Yeah.
You own them.
Darn right.
Better than most folk.
And surprisingly, I got out of them quick enough to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
I was really worried about that.
I was afraid for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would have just had it cathetered or something.
It would have been really bad.
Would have been real sad.
I thought I was going to have to go home early. Anyway. Yeah. So after this Saturday, and of course we're focusing on this Saturday right away anyway, and so you can see Troy down there too. Some of the rest of us might be down there. You never know.
Dreams do come true.
Right. Troy will pour you a beer. The following Saturday, Oktoberfest is in Dallas, Wisconsin at Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And so the whole town is taken over for Oktoberfest. Go up there if you can't make the Lazy Monk one, or go to it in addition to the Lazy Monk one.
Do both.
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely get crazy. So hopefully we'll see you down there on Saturday. Our last episode that was at Tin Whiskers, I alluded to some charity work that we're going to help out with. So you can find the link below the table on this episode.
What kind of charity work are we doing?
We're doing the walk for breast cancer.
Oh,
Yeah.
seems noble enough.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's a link that you can, if you don't want to walk with us, or you can walk with us, you can walk and donate, or you can just donate, or you can just walk. That is October 13th. October 13th is the walk in Eau Claire, downtown. I believe it starts at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Also, the foster...
I don't know. The details are going to be in the link below because I'm not getting a heck of a lot of help off camera right now. So the link to donate and the link 9 o'clock. Yeah, thanks. The walk is at 9 o'clock, downtown Eau Claire. All the details are going to be down below. If you would like to donate to the cause, which is what I was getting at, if you'd like to donate to the cause, we'll get you the link down there too. Any and all donations would be appreciated. This is a cause that's not only important to me, and it's important to Beth, my wife. We've kind of embraced it a little bit with the group. It's very nice that you guys have helped as much as you have. So,
and if you decide you don't want to do that, I'll be at the Bier and Blues Festival at Foster's Cheese House that day.
Okay.
So if
you can do both.
You can do both.
The walk is in the morning.
You go to the afternoon and go watch blues bands and eat pizza and drink beer.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
A lot of things going on.
If you're depressed and lonely, I'll be there and I can talk to you for a minute. So.
Troy is more than happy to talk to depressed and lonely, even if you're not depressed and lonely. If
I
you're
prefer
happy
that
and
depressed and lonely.
you like only if you're depressed and lonely, seek Troy out.
If you are pleased with where your life is, don't bother.
Okay. Well, that's great. So I'm gonna pour some beer here so we can cheers to all great things.
Oktoberfest,
folks. Go out and celebrate if you haven't already. We'll see you next time. Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.